Adam walked in today. I'm sure everyone's seen what's happened. And I said, hey, man, good to see you. Good to see you alive. What the F, dude?
Man, I don't know.
My man's got robbed a potential robbery at gunpoint yesterday. I want to show this video. Am I going to get fucking copyright strike?
If I were you, I would just turn down the audio because
Okay.
there's a Post Malone song that plays at the end of it. We were listening to like a fan song, but then it auto plays Post Malone as this guy's getting beat up, and then apparently UMG is claiming the clip pretty
I
aggressively.
saw you tweet about that.
Yeah, so I mean, actually, you
Savages.
should be all right for the first part, just not the part afterwards where I sort of come back to the
All
table
right.
and such.
All right, I'm gonna play with the audio here, but yo, this is insane.
Wow, Adam, big
There
boy.
we go.
He's just talking.
This is Bossa Nova being sent. We just got our Postmates order.
And here it comes with the gun.
Bro,
Like,
holy! And
kill
this was a live stream.
Yeah, we do like live streams in the back of my shop where we just play music, watch music videos, we listen to our fan songs, and then and I had my guy posted up right at the door with a gun, which we always have every time we're on live stream, just in case something like this were to happen. But he actually chose the 5-second window that the Postmates was being delivered for him
my
to try to
God.
run up in there. And he was,
Purposely, you think?
yeah, he
yeah,
was definitely
sure.
on some crazed fan shit.
Is that what it was? Was he trying to make a name? Like, what the fuck? What happened, bro?
I mean, he was he says give me all your money. So I feel like
yeah, but he says it in such a way. He's like, "You gonna give me all that money?"
yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
I didn't
weird,
believe him.
bro.
He wasn't convincing.
I don't
no.
think he wanted your money. I
Right.
don't know, but fuck, yo, that's terrifying.
But you want an Impulsive exclusive?
Yeah.
Sort of. Well, I
Yes.
was just talking to a different media company, and they told me they were about to publish an article about it, and that they talked to the cops, and the cops said that the gun had fake bullets in it.
I knew it. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I don't think he wanted the money. He
Right?
didn't really
Yeah.
want it.
Or I don't know. Did you think that we were going to be really scared?
You're a shitty robber, and you suck, and you suck as a human. Fuck you for robbing my friend.
Bad robber.
Yeah, I think what got more attention than the robbery itself was your reaction, and it brought me back. I used to be in the fucking drug game back in the day, and so I've had guns pulled on me multiple times, like four different times. 3 dudes that I knew, and they're like, "Yo, give me the stash, give me whatever," and I go, "Fuck you, pull the trigger, because you're not gonna fucking do shit, right?" And it went that way. Another time in New Haven, Connecticut, a dude came out, snots running out of his nose, hand in his hoodie, put it right to my head in the car, and said, "Yo, give me everything," and I went, "Yep." Handed him everything, bro. So my question to you is your reaction, was that based on how you would always react, or was it the mentality you thought that guy had, individually?
If I was in a different situation, I could definitely imagine myself of being scared. But I mean, number one, he says, "Give me all your money." I had no money on me. I got 50 Australian dollars is how much I think I had, because I just got off the plane and I just don't have any actual currency on me. I'm thinking did this guy really just run into a live stream to take my phone and my credit cards? This just doesn't seem real. And what people don't see in the clip is that my guy already had a gun pointed at this guy from the second that he walked in.
Oh.
And that's actually the crazy shit about it, is that my guy would have been completely justified in my opinion for shooting him in that second. He had this little 2-second window where he had to decide whether he was going to pop this dude or not, and he chose not to, which to be honest, I think a real trained security guard would have pulled the trigger, because he had the gun right in my face. But I think I was talking to him, he felt the same way that I did, which is that he thought that it wasn't actually that serious because the gun looked so fucked up, because the gun looked like spray painted or something. So now hearing from these people who contacted me saying that the gun wasn't fake, or that the gun was fake, that has me tripped out, because our instinct was kind of right, that the gun didn't look right,
Wow.
Because I feel like my friend would have actually probably shot him.
How dumb was this fucking dude to go in I don't know you personally, but I've seen your shit. I know the people that you fuck with, and I know the places that you're at. I would never pull some shit like that. I think that dude rightfully would have been shot, one, but how stupid is he to roll in somewhere with a fake gun?
Right?
Hella dumb, bro.
Did he suffer from any sort of mental disorder?
My guess is yes, but I don't really have any exact reason for saying that, except for the fact that it just didn't seem serious. It didn't. Okay, let's put it this way: he definitely wasn't an experienced robber. This isn't what he does all the time. I'm guessing, because at the end of the day, even if the gun was real, what do you really think that you're going to be able to get 3-4 dudes, however many people were back there, to all back down, even with one gun? It's just not gonna, unless you shoot somebody to get it started, then
Did he know you were streaming?
I feel like he had to.
Oh, because I wonder if that had
he definitely
anything
did.
to do with it.
I'm not gonna divulge exactly how we know that, but yeah, he definitely was.
Have you? Oh, you started digging a little bit. On this
we
dude?
dug a little bit. I got hit up by somebody who like claimed to like know his parents and stuff, and they started giving me a little bit of information that I haven't shared with the cops yet. But
Weirdo, dude.
no, it was a mind blowing situation, especially just because I feel like there's been so many times where we get into situations where like a rapper is mad at us because of something we said about him or something like that. So I don't know if this is maybe one of those situations. Maybe we said his song sucked on live stream.
Yeah.
That's what I think it was.
Oh.
I mean, that's like the only thing I could think of is that maybe we offended this dude somehow, and that
How did you feel about it? You
Terrified.
You weren't there. Were
No,
you?
I wasn't there, but I was like, as soon as I saw the clip, I got sick to my stomach because the laughter, I interpreted it as fear. I was like, oh, he's like, this is nervous laughter. And I just felt so like hurt for you. And then I wanted you to come. He was like, I'm going to go back on stream. I'm like, this motherfucker almost gets killed. And he's just like, going to get back to work. He changed his mind and came home. But I was like, I just want to hug so bad right now. Like,
I just went
I'm
home and
so
we ate
grateful.
carrot cake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, if anybody says like that, there's not like at least a little bit of fear looking down the barrel.
No,
like
yeah.
it's not true.
Yeah, but
like,
no,
you didn't look
saw
scared.
none in that video, which
It just didn't feel serious
Real,
enough. It's like
yeah.
if you're robbing me for my money and I don't have any money and I'm assuming that you don't want to become a murderer for no reason. I'm just
alive.
feeling like it's not going to happen. And from my perspective, it's like I'm looking at him, but then also seeing my friend with a gun pointed at the guy's head. I was just as nervous about the idea of this guy getting shot right on top of me too, because, you know, thinking about what's going to happen in my store and the neighbors are going to be like, why'd you just kill this dude? I mean, granted, there would be video of the whole thing, which would be great for like proving that it was self-defense and everything. But I mean, imagine if this poor fucking kid, like I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and assume that like he was probably going through something or he was just messed up in the head from something. Like, I mean, I don't want.
Yeah, how do you
blood on
feel?
our
How do you
hands.
feel? So it seems pretty clear that you're happy that he wasn't shot.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure that he's going through something. He's got to have some kind of mental
Yo, you
illness.
got. I introduced her and said you got the heart of a liger. I wasn't kidding. Oh my god. I mean,
You'd want him dead.
yo, someone points a gun at me, real or fake, around me and my friends.
Okay, I'll say this.
Why do I do this when I'm like thinking?
charge at him.
I will say this though, is that if my friend had shot him, I don't think I would really feel bad.
Bad, yeah.
It's just more that like, oh God, I'm glad that we were able to resolve the situation
Without
in a way where
violence.
somebody didn't
Yes,
have to die.
yes.
Because this dude, like, he could go to jail for a few years and then get out and be like a normal person. You know, it's like he clearly just made a bad decision or something.
I
I
I'm
wonder
like,
how old
agree.
he is. Like, I want to know more about him. I'm like, I feel like
You don't know anything about the dude.
I don't. But I mean, and it was weird too, because even when the cops were taking his information, he had been kicked in the head so many times that it felt like he kind of didn't know who he was.
Why y'all fuck him up?
I
hell
didn't, but my
yeah.
friends basically
And
like,
you were justified for that, obviously.
yeah,
right?
I mean, they honestly just kicked him in the head until he passed out so
Yeah.
that we could just wait for the cops to
Oh my
show up.
God.
And honestly, I had just gotten the Bossa Nova. So good.
Oh, it's the greatest. The greatest.
I went right into eating my food. The cops are there. The cops are taking my statement and everything. I'm just sitting there just eating
I
chicken.
feel like I would have
and
lost my
plantains.
appetite. I don't know if I would have been able to eat, but
That was the
good for
weirdest
you.
thing was that it started so fast. You know,
that you got hungry. Because of it.
It started and ended so fast that it was like, okay, you know when you get in like a real fight where you're really on edge for like a half hour and then you actually are fighting and all that stuff, that will make you lose your appetite. This was so fast that I didn't really have time to like get that on edge.
I saw your physical response, and like I think you acted that way because you had a feeling that it wasn't the real deal, but it made me think through like the right solution for that, like physically when that happens, and like the cops are like common sense would tell you just always comply with these people that have a gun in your head. Like if you have money, just fucking give it to them. Like you'll figure it out after. But there are people out there who try to take physical control of the situation. I guess to those people, you got to say, like, unless you have a direct action plan or training,
I was gonna say
probably don't fucking do that.
I was confused. I mean, you're a big guy, dude. I didn't know you were as big as you were. What are you, like 6'3"?
Yeah.
Probably like 220.
Wow.
Very good.
Spot on.
You should look into a career in this. Yeah.
Imagine him at the circus, like, guess your weight,
Or
kids.
when you go to the
Like,
supermarket and you got to like put in $1 and it tells you your weight.
No, but I mean, you could have taken this guy down in a second. Why didn't you get up and?
I mean, he has a gun to his head.
I mean, that's kind of how
No,
I
but
feel looking
there was
at
like
it now.
there was like there was a second where like he was clearly like disoriented.
Yeah. And I think part of it that you don't see on camera there is because my dude grabbed him like so quickly, but that was also part of why I sort of like laughed, is because he like gets in my face, puts the gun to my head, and then immediately sort of jumps back. And like, it just didn't seem like if you were going to really rob somebody, you would like put the gun to their head and keep the gun to their head. Like that is the way that he probably could have got everybody to comply. Or in reality, he probably would have actually just got shot by my dude or whatever. But
like Andy should have opened, he would have opened back up to the rest of the crowd. Like he's got his back to your guard, his back to everybody, and he's flailed. Yeah, I can understand.
I mean, that was weird. Like his body language just didn't feel like I was really being robbed. It felt like I was dealing with some kind of crazy prank. I thought there had to be like a cameraman about to come out. And that was actually what crossed my head, is like, you idiots. Like this isn't a joke. No. You can't do this as a joke. And I'm thinking it really felt like a joke. But at the same time, I'm seeing my guy with his gun to the guy's head, pretty much thinking, "Oh no!"
So who talk about this kid? Like, who is this kid? Like, what is he a white dude? Like, what was he?
I think he's Hispanic for sure. Yeah,
he was wearing revenge pants. I feel like he looked like a fan,
which is a brand. It's a brand that like they actually made this shirt back in the day, but they're just a brand that like is associated with a lot of hip hop artists and stuff. And they've done events at our show and stuff, so at our store. So that makes me feel really like this guy was like some sort of deranged fan or whatever. He's wearing a brand that is like kind of a underground brand.
Yo, no, justifying that shit, but like, I hope he gets the fucking help. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully he's able to turn it around and not do dumb fucking shit. You know, I don't know what else to say about it.
But so many people are like, "Are you going to testify?" I'm like, well, it probably won't matter if I do or don't, right? Like an attempted robbery charge like that, or like with a deadly weapon.
You
know what?
I don't know.
Fucking testify, bro.
I mean, I like
the thing. Like, don't like. Do you feel like
you should? I made this mistake once. The dude broke into my house and I didn't press charges.
I remember that, I think.
Yeah. Then he came back 7 times.
What?
And so now he's in jail because we got a restraining order we went through. But like I didn't press charges, and then he came back.
See,
so
I'm
like,
giving him the benefit of the doubt, thinking that he's just going to be normal like a week from now or whatever. So
it's noble. Ideally, yes. Yeah.
So I guess you're right. Yeah,
but
I guess
people need consequences for their actions. Otherwise, they're just going to keep.
But
you know what trips me out the most? If, God forbid, this went the opposite way. Man, I mean, like we're all here and we're talking and it's great. And if this went the opposite way and something bad happened, man, this would be a global uproar right now. And I can't imagine the sort of repercussions that, like the ripple effect that would take place on the internet. And like, I just don't think people understand the gravity of what took place, man. And it's terrifying.
And that if you're a streamer or a YouTuber or whatever, that it just seems like such a large percentage of people who put themselves out there for a career end up having to deal with shit like this. Especially me, like, you know, you guys are pretty fucking safe in here, like all trapped away in this fortress. But like, you know, we're in the back of the bike shop.